Okay, so just to like kind of expect a little bit of something, right? Just to expect a little bit of something. The game changed a lot. The game changed like a fucking shit time back in those days. This game has a lot of like Gunner stuff for you. So this is like your login screen, right? So like for example, if you want to change this into like there are a lot of very sus things. Like, yep. Okay, some of them are like not that sus, but like some of them are really sus. And then if you were to touch them, they will interact with you. Okay, I'm not sure if I can touch them. Okay, I can't use this for YouTube because it's a little bit too scary. So for example, if I were to use like Ashia, right? She's like an original unit. You can like pet her. Ooh. Wife. Bleh. Yeah, unfortunately, she doesn't know how to cook. So, yep. If you wanna eat food, don't ask her to cook for you. But you can. I'm pretty sure you can interact with them. Yay! Wait, let me make this volume a little bit louder. Thank you. You only unlock these cutscenes if you have their max limit break on the SSR. So you wouldn't be able to normally get this. But the thing is, the game gives you so much boost. You have a shit ton of units anyways. So for example, this is my account, right? I am completely free to play. I did not spend a single cent. I already have like 4 different SSRs and max dupe. This guy is like limit break +2. So every single star is like 1 dupe. So this is I have like 5 dupes of that one card at this point. Like the game just gives you an infinite amount of dupes. So this is this, and this is the lazy, the girl that's fucking broken, and this is the girl that you kind of just have the mouse pool. This is alright, she's Hachimi. I'm not sure if y'all can hear Hachimi, but she's basically Hachimi. If I can get a combat voice on this way, actually. Is it here? How do I see a voice lines? Okay, I'm sorry guys. Everything's in JP, so like, I'm a little bit cooked. Rawr. Yeah. Hachimi. Okay, yeah. But when you use her in combat, her voice literally just sounds like Hachimi. So there's that. This is she's kind of like Scylla. Her kid is very, she looks almost exactly like Scylla if she was imaginary, but she gives you 100% action value advance. So pretty good in that regard. This is a PvP damage dealer. This is the free unit. I have like 5 copies of this at this point. This is the unit that they showcased at live. This is she is Yada. But we have recently found that she's actually super fucking good because she can extend your debuff duration and she has attack down debuff. So she's actually really good. This is basically Cyrene. Alright, yeah, Mimi, and then you can like bounce around. She's super Guna bait. This is Teep, but she's not that good anymore, so it is what it is. This is she's kinda like a speed tanker. That recently just got buffed because she has action value delay now, so that's pretty good. She's like a yandere. Yeah, there's no males. This game does not have any males. She is like a yandere girl. Not really very useful, but her card is really good. Her Arcana card is really good, so we'll just see that a little bit later. This is Carmen. This is she's a bad unit. This is the new unit that we just got, right? So everybody will get 1 copy. I just want to pull her anyways because I would have found out. She is basically like a unit where you will most likely use her in PvP because if you get hit with AoE targets, she'll have action very advanced. So the best way I can think of is that E7. If you want to play anti-cleave, she's anti-cleave. Alright, so if you get hit with AoE, she'll have self-AV advance, and then she'll just cut the speed. So that's pretty good. Other than that, we have she got buff for Cosmic Gate. This is the main character, and then this is she's like an LD DOT kind of guy. This is the free unit that I don't use because respectively she's just completely fucking useless. Then this is all these SRs, they are useless. So you will never ever use any of these SRs, unfortunately. So it's exactly just like Nikkei. You will never use any of those. Then I have one more, and I just don't really. Wait, where is the other one? Okay, I'm not too sure. If you use one word to describe by this. This is my favorite unit in Star Savior. Tanya. Yep, she is my highest build character. Right now her stats are looking kind of like a, okay, look guys, she's so cute. Yay. Yay. Oh. Yay. She is very, very good. And she eats a lot. But I kind of wanna, okay, you guys can't see the build that much. Let me move my camera a little bit actually. Here. Okay, so like this game, right? They have a lot of ways to get crit rate, especially after they came out with the green girl, the bunny girl. She gives team wide 30% crit rate buff, and then they also have like self crit rate buff, and crit rate buff is always at 30%. So this is actually over crit. But the damage is actually leaning towards your attack. Your attack actually matters a lot in this game because the game's damage formula, right, is actually very simple. It's simply just attack versus defense. That's it. There isn't really like rest pan vulnerability, at least to my knowledge. So just from like raw damage alone, right, the higher your attack over the defense, the more damage you will do. But conversely, if your defense is like super, super high, your attack will be almost useless. So you need like defense pen, right? You need dev down. So that is kind of like their damage formula. You don't have to worry about it that much for now. This is like their gear upgrading system. Yeah, I can show you guys a comment a little bit. But my main point is basically, if you were to go into the gacha right now, this is the banner. And then this is the gacha system. So if you play Uma Musume, it is exactly the same as Uma Musume. You'll redeem one copy by 200 points. But these points, they don't go away. Alright, this is not our Knight's Enfield. Right? This is not Uma Musume. You keep this forever. So you always can save this up until you want to get the 200 points and you can just redeem for a copy that you want. And in this case so far, you can use this for cosmic banners as well, which is like LD units. So you can just pull for random amount units. At 200, you can redeem one light dark, which I think is pretty fun good. Oh, is that Nikkei? Okay, that is that Nikkei then. Yep. There is no hard pity though. Like, you know, on Knight's Enfield, there is a quote-unquote hard pity at like 80 pulls, right? Like roughly 80 to 90-ish pulls, you are guaranteed an SSR. There's no hard pity in this game. So it's exactly like Uma Musume. You theoretically could go 200 pulls with 0 SSR, theoretically speaking. But this game's SSR rate is 4%, which is basically more than 4 times more than your normal games. So the odds of you not getting SSR in 200 pulls is like, it's almost impossible. This was a huge problem when the game first launched, which is their rates were 2.5%. Yeah, the rates were really, really bad. But because there was such a big drama, so basically there was this incident that happened in KR or in JP where they got like 4 JP live hosts, right? They gave them 200 pulls to pull on stream live. And because the rates was so bad, or it was worse, they actually did not get a single SSR in 200 pulls. And then that incident was like a big fucking drama. So after that happened, they actually buffed the SSR rates from 2.5 to 4%. So now it's like a lot better, right? It's like a lot. There is no such thing as 50-50, as in if you get it, you get it. So technically there is 50-50, as in this is 2%, right? So the odds of you getting a rate up is 2% out of 4%. So technically there is 50-50. But you are never guaranteed to get this unit even if you lose. So it's exactly like Uma Musume. I'm not sure how Nikkei banner works, but it's exactly like Uma Musume. If you get it, you get it. If you don't get it, then the worst way is 200 boosts, right? So that is how this game's gacha works. This is the PD tickets, right? This is the PD ticket. Same thing for Arcana. So it's the exact same system. You can use this to exchange. Oh, they are interchangeable, by the way. So now you in Uma Musume, you have a different currency for your support cards and your units, right? But this is interchangeable. So doing one pull here will give you 1 point, regardless if you want to spend it on the Arcana shop or the unit itself. So it's like a little bit more free. Then the rerun banners, you pretty much just never really pull for them unless the cards are really, really good. Then this is the pay banner, right? As you can see, I am completely free to play. I have not spent a single cent in this game. So if you are going to be wailing like on launch, you can still get this. So you are guaranteed one SSR. But the pool is honestly not even that crazy. Right? You get some like air units. These are like basically the launch units. They did not update the launch pool at all. The best thing you can get out of this is probably just lazy dupes. Either lazy dupes or you can get Muriel. Muriel is pretty good. If you want Tanya, that's also pretty good, but nothing too crazy. Same thing for the. Okay, wait. This is very, very important. So, like I said, right, the game doesn't really care on the units specifically, but if you want to reroll, it is really, really, really recommended to reroll for cards, because the cards in this game have insane fucking effects. So, for example, right, this is the Charles card that I will highly recommend rerolling for, because as of right now, she is one of the only few that gives you a +8 speed buff. Yep. So, you know, like Uma Musume, all your different support cards have a unique, right? Like, for example, if you use Super Creek, you'll get like Swinging Maestro, right? If you were to use Fire Motion or you use Kita, something like they will give you like uniques. So like the support cards uniques in SR, they're like really fucking good. And she's one of the few that gives you just straight up 8 speed buff. And if you played enough Epic 7, right, you will know how crazy 8 speed is. Because this game, there's no RNG. It is a little bit like ETR Restart, where like your speed is just your speed. So the moment you overspeed your opponent, I'm pretty sure you just straight away just instantly outspeed. So this is a insanely good stat. Other good SSR cards that I have for my library is like let me just pop in over here a little bit. This card is also really good because it gives you the whatchamacall crit rate and attack percent 6% respectively. So very nice unit. On top of that, as long as you see something with this, it's like free stamina. So it's like Uma Musume your career, it gives you free stamina. So it's also like very comfortable. Another card that is really good is this card right here, which just gives you, okay, this card is not as good anymore, but it gives you 8% attack. So it's not as crazy. But the good thing about this is that she has this unique that gives you what is the unique again? Okay, I don't think they show here, but she has the ability to give you good mood. If you guys play Uma Musume's Sweep Tosho, you know, SR card Sweep Tosho, there's this status called Charming, where you have like higher training effectiveness, right? Yeah, so basically she gives you Charming, essentially, right? So very decent card. And then another card that is like really good is Hachimi. So Hachimi is the one of the only cards in the game that gives you a absolutely insane 18% crit rate. This is 18% crit rate. So it's super fucking good. And you don't really have a way to get this unless you pay to win. There is a pay to win option. So this is the battle pass, right? The battle pass, you can choose this card, which is wait, how do I show this card? How do I show this? Okay, so this card gives you a very similar effect, which is the exact same effect. I think as of right now, it's either the pay to win battle pass or you just run Hachimi, right? So whichever one of these two, you get it, you're over and done with. So if you don't really want to reroll, if you want to be a light spender, right? If you want to pay to win, you can just buy the battle pass and then you just get this card. And then you're pretty much done, right? Because 18% crit rate is pretty fucking insane. Other than that, I think that kind of is it. Oh, wait, I would love to go through everything over, but frankly speaking, y'all should just watch this, right? Y'all should just watch this. Because I gave like an almost 1 hour review on this game, like way back. So any questions that y'all have, I could probably have answered it right here. But before we go to daily vision, show will packs. I don't really know the effectiveness of the whale packs because your streamer is free to play. I have not bought a single whale pack. But to my understanding is that, for example, this is $30. So you get 20, 28. Yeah, you get 28-ish pools. 28-ish pools for $30 over here. And then this is like you get a random SSR for $20. And then these are like the new packs, which I don't think anybody should be buying because it's not that worth to spend money on standard pools. Like, I would only want to spend money on like limited pools. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, like these kind, okay, like one-time purchase, $1 for 10 pools, that's fucking insane. Right? $1 for 10 pools, absolutely fucking insane. But if you don't want to spend it, it's kind of okay. And they also have a couple of like limited event packs. So this is going away in 8 days. These cubes are very, very rare. It is like the equivalent of like Mola Goras in Epic 7. You know, yeah. So like Mola Goras are like how you used to enhance your unit skill. If you don't have enough of this, the skill enhancement of the game, the economy is not as good. So it's only for the big boys. Then this is like more cubes. This is like for your wrist, which is like the affectionate system. This is like this is $100 for 70 boosts. 2K, 220, yeah, around 70 boosts, right? So this is $100 for 70 boosts, which I guess is like a little bit cheaper than an 8080, because 8080 is like 50 boosts, right? But these are just event packs. But if you go for like raw packs, okay, these are the battle pass and the monthly pass, so don't worry about it. The raw packs are a little bit more sus. So you can see all these are like first time purchase. So if you were to spend $80, you get 4,800. So if you take away the 4,800, I think that is 80 divided by 4,800. Yeah, you're not really getting quite a lot of value here because you are essentially only getting like 20. Maybe after this bonus goes away, it's like a lower amount. So you probably get like 30-ish pools for $80, which is kind of expensive. So I would never really recommend like non-whales to buy any of these. It's like not worth it, right? Only the event packs, they're like kind of okay. So yes. Any questions, chat? Right? I will answer any questions. And then afterwards, we'll be moving on to Daily Village. Right? Because this game is coming out in like literally in 9 days. So we're definitely gonna be playing by that. Refresh date. Is it the same as Uma where support cards is better than Uma? To a certain extent, yes. But this game's meta does revolve around certain units. So like for example in Uma Musume, you can kind of make anybody your ace to a certain extent. Right? Like as long as they have the right ability, you can make anyone your ace. But for this game, specific units are still like really, really fucking strong. So for example, nobody can replace Welt's Ashura. She's just that good. So she's irreplaceable in a sense. Lazy used to be irreplaceable, but she's not as OP anymore because there are like a lot better units. So it's somewhat like Uma where you want to have your support cards, but the units are also like kind of big. Yep. Show gameplay. Okay. Gameplay wise, what is like a good? Okay, I guess I can do MOC because like this thing is going away in 1 day. Right. So MOC is basically this. You have 2 sites and then you use like separate units. So it's exactly the same as a HSR. The way you can see is also like Hall of Trials. So, oh, chat, I missed it. Whoops, it is what it is. I didn't play this, but if you take a look at my okay, what's like okay, I guess this then, right? This is like the Infinite Tower. So if you go in, you can select. Okay, this is you by the way. This is basically you, right? This is the only place where your converter shows up. The NTR guy collecting the harem. There are no male units in this game, so it is what it is. He's actually just acting as an operator. I'ma just use fun button equip, and let me just use this, and then we can just see how this is gonna be looking like. Okay. And then this is the AI button, so they'll just let it cook. Okay, but we're like giga over leveled, so it's not too crazy, right? So you have your ultimate animation, right? There we go, right? Booms, very, very nice. All units, they have out, scale, basic. And then this is like, this thing, the burst, is like your E7 soul burn system, right? You know soul burn? So once you have 4 points, you can activate this thing called Nova Burst. Right, then you can enhance your abilities on the counter. So we can just activate our out right here. So you have like different animations. All right. I genuinely think the animation of this game is like really, really clean. Not sponsored, by the way. Sodane. Hey. And then this is the enemies hitting you. And then these are your action value, right? It's like your the higher your number is, so 95%, it means that it's almost your turn. And then 4% means that your turn just reset. Alright, so we can just go for like a get this. Yay! Then you get a little shield. And then this is like your wife. And then you just go for the AoE. Whoa! Everybody gets her, by the way. She's like the free unit I get from playing the game. So that's fine. And then you just get the scale. Bada boom, bada bing. Very, very nice. And then you also have access to like, the different buffs and debuffs, right? So right now, for example, this is like you have a 1-turn defense buff. And then for the, if you take a look at the scape over here, so you have like this little buff over here with additional 15% crit rate. This is like 30% attack, and this is like 30% crit rate. So like this is like shield. So like all the different buffs and everything, it will be shown on this panel over here. And you can see all the units cooldown. This screen is not that important for PvE. But for PvP, it's pretty important. So you can like see how is the cooldowns on your enemy. Alright, so I'ma just let fun button go for it. Because we are like giga over level anyways. I think there are some units that are like big set, but most of the units are not big set, as far as I am concerned. All right, very, very good. All right, and then this is gonna be the stage. Very nice. They are gonna eventually add a way to like skip. Right? Okay, I'm not gonna keep going because like, it goes on a little bit draggy. They are gonna add like the skip button to like go as high as you can without wasting time. And then this is how PvP looks like if you are interested in PvP. Wait, no sound. Oh, YouTube frogs. Okay, yeah, there's something is wrong with my audio system. All right, YouTube frogs, y'all can't hear anything. Oh, I'm so sorry, YouTube rocks. Wait, let me edit right now. Let me edit right now. There we go. Okay, YouTube rocks. Now y'all can hear it, right? Bro, now nobody said anything, bro. Bro, literally nobody said anything. All right, now y'all can hear it, right? Man, bro, I love YouTube rocks. Right? I love YouTube. Okay, so this is your Nikkei stages. You know, like if you want to progress in Nikkei, it's like AFK farming, and then at every 5 levels, you have like a boss. You have like an elite, which is like considerably more difficult, right? This is considerably more difficult. I have not updated my builds for a while because they just implemented the... Okay, I'm just gonna quit this, so it's fine. All right, we'll just quit this. So this is their story mode, right? This is a story mode where you will use this to train your Umas. It's like your URA Academy. As far as I'm concerned, there is no such thing as like different scenarios. It is the only one singular scenario for now. There might be more in the future because they added this, right? So maybe they have like more scenarios going forward. There are 3 different difficulties. They just added this, the highest difficulty, like just recently, so you can get like S rank records. So this is the record that I got using only this difficulty, right? This was a 750 with the highest stats, so it's roughly this. But now because of this, you can get S rank records now. So they just added this like last patch. So I haven't played this myself, so it is what it is. The way that the story works, okay, I won't do one full run because it will take way too fucking long. You can check out my YouTube, right? I have like just search MrPokke Star Savior, right? It should be somewhere there. It is almost exactly like Uma Musume, but it's a little bit different from Uma Musume. And then once you get your records from your Stellar Archive, you can bring them to PvP. Oh my goodness, guys, PvP. So you can see my ranking right now is 3,206, and they just resetted the PvP season. So this is the highest possible rank, which is basically Challenger. You do need to at least hit, whatchamacall. Where is the, is it this? Yeah, you do need to at least hit Platinum to get the season exclusive skin. But if you don't hit Platinum, you could buy the skin in the shop in the future. That's my understanding. Your stream is in gold because I'm a fucking baby and I'm a free to play. Competing against day 1 players, so it's a little bit rough. Then these are like a oh, they don't show all battle records. Okay, I guess they don't show all better players, but these are all the top players in the entire world. The season just reset, so it's not that deep over here. Then these are like the exact same as your whatchamacall, your arena battles in Epic 7, right? And they added the skip function. You can just press skip, bada boom, bada bing, bada bang, and then just get it over and done with. Yay! And then you get a promotion over here, then you just keep going, and you can just skip. Okay, I can kind of show like one example of like how this PvP looks, right? So this is like arena. Global is on the 19th of March. Global is on the 19th of March. Alright, so it will look something like this. But obviously, if you were to do RTA, there's like the whole bed and pig face. And I'm absolutely sure if I play right now, I'm getting absolutely fucking destroyed. So it's the same thing. You will select your skills into different units. And you ideally try to always break their toughness bar as fast as you can. Because the first person to break 3 times, you'll get this 3 stacks. Right, so right now if I were to break this with face shell. Okay, so that's 1 stack. And I one-shot her because I'm the greatest player in that world. So if I get this to 3 stacks, I activate my Guardian, which will do like a ridiculous amount of damage. So I'm just gonna do the same thing. Okay, wait, I kinda see if you... I swear she sounds like Hachimi. Does she not sound like Hachimi? Bro, I swear she... Okay, I don't know if it's just me, but to me, she sounds a little bit like Hachimi. So, that is gonna be that. And then that is just lazy. I'll just let AI take over. And then we will pretty much... Okay, so that is their enemy lazy. And then they are... Yep, she shows her ass when she cuts out. That's very, very nice. And then that is their bunny Claire. Okay. Whoa, whoa. Very nice. Very good. Okay. And then, yep. Hachimi. Hachimi. This is the new unit that just came out. Oh, crazy. Crazy damage. Unfortunately, as the better player, I am gonna absolutely destroy it. Oh, so that's our active, which gives us a little bit of an action value advance and like some crit rate buff. And then bada boom, bada bing, right? Very, very nice. Yeah, that was E2 deal, right? That was E2 deal, right? Very good. Okay, chat. Any last questions? Any last questions? And then we'll go on with Daily Village. Holy shit, we actually almost lost it. That is crazy. Is this game better than E7? Bro, I think it has a lot of potential. But bluntly speaking, their KR and JP launch was oh my god, it was not good, bro. It was really not good. Alright, they fucked up a lot. But like ever since they fucked up that much, it's like the only place you go from fucking up is to unfuck yourself, right? So like they have done a lot of improvements. But the unfortunate thing is first impressions matter quite a bit. Which is why I'm guessing they released in KR and JP verse. And then now Global is coming out. So anyway, oh my god, wait. KR guy. KR guy. Is it better to get 1 copy of support card? The copies of the support card actually does not matter as compared to Uma Musume. So like even if you get like a single copy, you have access to the full kit. So like for example, right, this card, right? For example, this card. Hachimi is super good. The main reason is because you get this, right? You always get these 3 events no matter what. The stat increase is where the limit break comes in, which is not as relevant. Because the stat is always gonna be the same. You don't get any like additional effects or anything. So dupes on support cards are kind of like meh. You will need more dupes on your units. Because some units have like crazy fucking good actives. So for example, if you take a look at Facial, right? Her dupe effect is basically, if you're only at level 1, it's just 5% attack. But the moment you get 1 dupe, you have this whole other line. To kind of summarize this, is that you get this jump stacks, which will give you additional 6% AV advance, as well as when your jump stack is at the highest amount, you will dispel all 3 to deal an additional damage for 1000 or whatever it's gonna be. So most units, they have additional effects tied to their base kits. So if it's just level 0 or level 1 with 0 dupes, it is not that good. But they have toned this down by quite a bit. So nowadays, for example, even for the newer units, their dupes are not as impactful. So for example, this is the new unit that just came out, right? Her dupe effect is basically just... You get 50%... Okay, her entire kit is basically there at 0 dupe. But the moment you get 1 dupe, you get 5% attack. Which is basically like... Nobody fucking cares, right? So like, they made the dupe requirement a lot lower. Because players were like very angry that you need dupes to play this game. So like the devs like listened quite a bit. The biggest problem with this was basically this unit almost killed the game. So a little bit of history is basically right. Welt's Ashira, the reason why she is so good is not because of getting one copy, but it's because her dupe effect is so fucking strong. Right? So this used to be her at one copy. Right? But her effects with dupes is basically you have an additional chance to trigger a follow-up attack when any of your allies cast a basic. So at dupe level 1 is 50%, right? So this is 10 times 5, so it's 50. This is 75%, and this is 100%. So what happened was basically the difference between getting a single dupe to another dupe and another dupe, it will make her infinitely stronger because her basic attack, it counts as additional healing. She deals very decent damage, and she can break toughness bar. And this game's toughness bar is like fucking important because the moment you break an enemy, you give them a 100% action value delay. So they go all the way back down to the start. So because of this unit, a lot of players were like, quit the game and the EOS. Because it was a super big like whale bait. Like the difference between a 0 copy and a 3 copy, it was crazy, bro. But luckily your streamer still got themselves 2 copies. Do you know why? Because after this Welt's Ashra incident, the devs gave everyone a free copy. They gave every single player in the game 1 free copy because it was such a big hoo-ha. So like I just think this game, the developer team, they show a lot of goodwill, right? The good faith, right? Something that Bago does not have, right? They like the moment it was like fucked up, they listened a lot. So everybody in the game after the incident, they got 1 free copy. So I stopped mine at only 1 dupe, and then now I got 2 dupes. Because the dev just gave me 1 more, right? So this game, I think, does show quite a bit. It's a bandage solution for sure, but I think it's somewhere to go, right? Star Savior notes. Oh my god, no. Yippee! Yay! Okay, so basically, bro posted the PowerPoint slides. I see. Oh, wow. I see. Thank you. That's very nice. Thank you. I see. Very good. Yep, that is gonna be pretty much our end of our Star Savior segment. Are they gonna give global players a free copy also? Do we know? Okay, so this is the thing that I'm a little bit confused about, which is I'm not sure how is the banner system gonna be playing in this global versus KRJV. Because for example, right now, right, we have this banner. Right, it's gonna last for 8 days, which just so happened this banner ends on global version release because global releases on the 19th of March, right? So I don't even know how the banner system will be like because they did mention that the first thing that's coming out in global is the Counter-Strike collab, right? And even KR and JP does not have the Counter-Strike collab. So if I was gonna make a guess, you probably want to all in Rosaria. Yep, the feet girl. Cause okay, if you guys play Counter-Strike, she was everywhere, right? So she is pretty much like the Counter-Strike is like the representation of Counter-Strike. And Cosmic Banners, they have the LD. So she's an LD unit. So you most likely want to slam your pools for Rosaria. But if you do slam your pools for Rosaria, I don't even know what she does. Nobody knows what they actually do. I am just a little bit scared that if you do that, you will not have pools for this. Bro, this music is so goofy. It's so goofy. Yeah, but like, if you slam all in for Rosaria, right, you can't get this. And like even till now, she is still like insanely fucking good. She is really good. And I don't know if they're gonna be changing her kit. Oh right, this game does make changes to the units kits. Like they buff units. So what is like a bad unit now, they can get buffed. It is just like E7 because it's an RDA game, right? It's an RDA PvP game. So like units that are like bad or good now, they might not be that way forever. But like from what I see right now is that Welt's Ashra is still super fucking good. And if I were to slam boost for Rosaria, I don't know if that will be... I don't know if she's good enough to justify skipping this unit. Because she is too good. right? Do they nerf credit? Nope. Nope. I have not seen a single thing get nerfed. They buff units only, and they also buff cards. Like, you know, these SSR cards, they can also buff cards. Hoyo could never, by the way. Like, for example, this card, right? This card was completely fucking useless. Alright, where was the card again? Yeah, okay. This card, she was completely fucking useless. And then they buffed this card to give... Wait, where is the... To give a 30 speed buff. 3-0, bro. 30 speed. But it's only for assassins. But ever since this card got buffed, it instantly went from tier 3 to tier 0 overnight. Now every single assassin unit runs this card because it's 30 speed. So like some crazy ass shit could happen. Depending on, because this card, it was just so bad. It was just genuinely so like nobody was using this, right? So it's not even 30%. It's 30 speed, like 30 flat speed. So like if you see your units right now, like this thing, right? Your unit speed tend to be around 190-ish base. So if you see your stats, let's just say my lazy, right? This is 178. 30 speed instantly places her to 208 speed, bro. So you can see like how insane 30 speed is for any unit, right? So if you go to like a raw unit, right? So like a base unit, this is like the base speed. So a 30 speed buff is equivalent to like one entire shoe, right? It's like one entire main stat. Because like their main stats, if you can see from like for example this, right? Okay, this is tier 2 plus 9. Let me get a plus 15. Tier 1 plus 15 is 25. You literally have more speed than a tier 1 boots. But tier 2 is gonna be higher at 33, but it's almost there, right? So that card just went like fucking crazy, but it's only for assassin class, right? Okay, chat. I am gonna go ahead and take a piss. Y'all can stare at Asha a little bit. And when I come back, we'll do daily village, right? You have coomed your last coom, my man.